Welcome to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Kickoff team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Punch it out of the air. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. So Florida Atlantic's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Platt. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made. .27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wide open downfield. He will. That end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Big guy smells it, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Owls. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Bullock. That's caught. It's White. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Jones. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first. And sets him up at the 45-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, oh! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's got it down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Right on the money. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Messer. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Looking for blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Bullock. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on 1st down. They just keep firing. He's taking the shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Owls. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Coming out with it, it's Fields. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Bullock. It's complete to the left. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kick is in the air. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring out 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice...
Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
to attempt the try. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Boca Bowl.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Platt. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Wants to throw it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football in first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Smith. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Hand off to Jones. Big time play by the defense, he'll lose 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Marshall will be forced to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Platt. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He got a step and just dusted the field. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Got his man out of the backfield. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And guys, Florida Atlantic. And This beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you...
He'll take the deep shot. Reels it in down the left side. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
63, Marshall, 0.
Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He'll do it himself.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's marked. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Evans. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And the Owls are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Fires to the big fella. Oh, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense... Big turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out this...
Hey, that's a live ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra... That return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's caught inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go, looking to buy time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but and he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it out. It's Pugh. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of
wide open spaces. Smashes through the tackle. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to pass. It's Evans. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.